This is Eagle Al, and today we're going to talk about McWilliams. Well, I believe he's hungry. He just got this underdog fighting him I like, and I will go over that. Also, we got to talk about Jihaad Campbell. I mean, this was the obvious. He did not practice, but his number was revealed. And lastly, we got to talk about my guy Hollin Pierce. Will he be the Becton replacement? I will deep dive into that, but let's get straight into it. Right, man, before we hop straight into the topics, we got some numbers that were released. This was the big thing. Obviously, these are not going to be the numbers that probably start the season, but let's go over it. So we have Jihaad Campbell with number 30, Andrew McCuba, number 24. We got Ty Robinson with number 95, Mac Williams with number 22, old Keely Ringo number, which we all know Keely Ringo is number 7 now. Got Smile Munden Jr. with 42, the old Overend Burks number. Drew Kendall, my guy, number 66. You have Kyle McCord, number 19. Miles Hinton, 78. Cameron Williams, 73. And Antoine Powell Rayland Jr. with 93. So those are the numbers that were released. Then you got some of the undrafted free agent guys whose numbers were released as well. So the undrafted free agent numbers. So you got Montrell Johnson, 34. Brandon Johnson, 35. Maxon Hook, 37. Shunderick Powell, 39. Darius Cooper, 41. Lance Dixon, 41. Tyler Morin, 45. BJ Mays, 49. And you have Hollin Pierce, 63. Doubt if two guys got the same number. This is not actually a legitimate guy I got it from, but I did see some of those numbers to confirm. So yeah, those are the undrafted guys that got their numbers. But let's talk about the drafted guys a little bit. So some of these guys have officially signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles officially signed Smile Munden. You got Kyle McCord and also Miles Hinton and Antoine Powell Rayland. So those are the guys that officially signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. So we got about like 6 more to go to get their contract right. So welcome to the Eagles officially. After they signed their contract, they are good to go. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of what happened day 1 of rookie minicamp. So I seen the video, at least the first video I seen was Ty Robinson, man. This dude is humongous. I'm seeing him move. I know his, tape or whatever RES score said like he's 288. But when I watched the tape, he looked like he's 300 pounds. Hell, he looked like he's 300 pounds in the video I'm showing you guys. So Ty Robinson looked like he's ready to go. Just got me excited to watch some football. And let's get into some main topics, man. Like I stated, Jihaad Campbell, he's wearing number 30, and he did not practice. He was the only one without a helmet. We all know he got the bad shoulders, the bad knees, so they say. I hear that, then I hear he missed 1 game. So it might take him some time. I'm hearing that he might not even do the training camp, but it was a good sign he was out there at least stretching. So that lets you know he can move a bit. He's not just going to be at home or whatever. He's still out there with his team. So, again, a positive sign. And I want to shout out John McMullen because he took some notes of the day. Wasn't a lot because I think a lot of stuff was closed out to the media. And one of the notes that stood out to me, and I was going to make a whole video about Cameron Williams. So before I get into what I'm about to talk about, one of the topics, I was going to make a video about Cameron Williams possibly going to right guard, being, competing for that spot, because one of the things he said during his interview, he's like, Jeff Stoutland asked me about guard as well. And I'm like, okay, it's interesting because he might actually be a guard. I know some of you guys was in my comments saying, yeah, you should talk about Cameron Williams being a guard, because this was a guy that's projected to go 2nd to 3rd round, but he fell all the way to the 6th. And a lot of people thought he just went too early. So according to John McMullen, they had their starting lineup. Of course, it's not the official starting lineup because there's no Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata. But one of the guys that stood out to me was Hollin Pierce. Yes, we're gonna jump into that topic. Hollin Pierce, can he be in the competition for right guard? I seen him as a swing tackle when we signed him in the undrafted free agent, but they had him starting at right guard, and this was the lineup. So again, shout out to John McMullen. As you see here, some of the many camp notes he took at the Philadelphia Eagles practice. So you see here, Miles Hinton started at the left tackle. Then you had Cameron Williams at right tackle. Drew Kendall was the center, and the guards were Lakin V. He was at left guard, but Rutgers UDFA, Hollin Pierce, was at right guard. That is really interesting to me because he can legit beat a Mekhi Becton replacement. I think he's bigger than Mekhi Becton. Hollin Pierce is like 6'8", 350. He can move. He got good hand placement, but I thought he'd just be too big to be a guard. Same thing a lot of people thought about Mekhi Becton, but this dude mauls people. Like, he gets people out the way. And if he's competing for that right guard spot, Tyler Steen, you're in trouble. Matt Pryor, you're in trouble. I like Trevor Keegan, who we got last year, is in trouble because I'm assuming he's going to try to go for that spot. It's going to be a couple guys in trouble because this dude, the undrafted free agents, out of all of them, he's the one that has a legit shot. We paid them the most to come to Philadelphia, and he's very athletic. He's very, very athletic. Like, I'm surprised he ain't get a shot in the 7th round, 6th round, but I guess teams still looking at him like he still got to develop just a little more. But you get him under Jeff Stoutland University, and Jeff Stoutland see him as a guard, it's a problem because you easily, to me, if he could play up to that level, you easily replace Mekhi Becton for the foreseeable future on a cheap deal. I'm telling you, man, if this is the guy to play guard, look, Saquon Barkley going for 3,000 yards. Jalen Hurts throwing for 4,000 yards. And he don't even have to look the right side way because you have Lane Johnson, who's big himself, and then you have a guard bigger than Lane Johnson. So I'm telling you, man, this might be the formula. People gonna try to steal our sauce. Gonna try to have the big guards all of a sudden. But I'm telling you, if this work out, this is it. I told you I was gonna make a whole video about Cameron Williams possibly going for that spot, but this changed my whole perspective. My whole perspective of just that lineup. That's an interesting lineup. Very, very interesting lineup. But speaking of draftees, or well, he was technically undrafted, but we're gonna talk about the draftee and Mac McWilliams. Mac McWilliams, to me, he got that dog in him. He got that dog in him. So he was asked about, the slot position. He said he played a little bit in the slot, and he was also asked about, like, his size being small, and this is what he had to say.
I try really not to think about it. I go out there with the same mindset. I'm the biggest. I'm the biggest out there. That's how I feel. So just having that mindset, I really feel like it take me a lot.
Sound like a guy that got heart. Sound like a guy that got heart, and it sound like a guy. He don't really want to play the slot. If he do it, cool. He like, I'm with it. But I think he want to compete with Keely Ringo. He want to compete. His numbers were good, man. Don't sleep on them. His numbers were really good. And let me just give you a refresher of Mac McWilliams' numbers. So Mac McWilliams, according to PFF, his grade was 84.8, ranked 22 out of 494 cornerbacks in 2024 with a minimum of 108 snaps. We talking about a guy that was graded the best defender on his team. He had 6.5 tackles for loss, a sack, and an interception in 2024. So a guy that's like 5'9", 5'10", 180 plus pounds, he plays hard, man. He got that Philly blood in him. So don't sleep on this guy to compete. I'm not sure if he's able to compete with Cooper DeJean, but I think he can make Keely Ringo sweat. I think he can make Adoree Jackson sweat. if they decide to put him to the outside. But I think eventually it'll be Keely Ringo because Keely Ringo, don't sleep on Keely Ringo either. He's athletic, explosive, play hard, and he looking like this is my opportunity. There's no Isaiah Rodgers here. There's no big play Slay. This is my time now. Hell, the Eagles said it's your time. They ain't really draft no real competition. They ain't really sign no real competition. They ain't get nobody in the first or second round. So Keely Ringo gotta beat out Mac McWilliams, but Mac McWilliams ain't going out without a fight. He gonna make some dudes sweat. He's gonna make some dudes sweat. So I gotta salute him. I'm happy for the confidence, man. Keep going, keep doing your thing, keep up with that confidence. Of course, he's gonna start off as a special teams ace, but in the future, he got a spot waiting for him. Is it in the slot? Is it on the outside? I don't know, but we will see. We will definitely see. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey man, what do you think? How do you feel? Matt McWilliams got heart. Also, Hollin Pierce at right guard. And lastly, man, Jihaad Campbell. When will he be back? But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.